Welcome to episode 155 of Angela Watson's Truth for Teachers. I'm your host, Angela Watson, and I'm here to speak life, encouragement, and truth into the minds and hearts of educators and get you energized for the week ahead. Today, I'm going to share some ideas for curating a minimalist teaching wardrobe that makes it quick and easy to figure out what you're wearing each day and feel really comfortable in everything that's in your closet. Visit truthforteachers.com to get the transcript or to share your thoughts in the comments. A big thanks to Advancement Courses for sponsoring today's show. You could earn graduate credits or CEUs through over 200 online PD courses. They're offered in 19 different subject areas for K-12 teachers. Everything's online and totally self-paced. And right now, you can save 20% off each course with code TRUTH20. So it would only be $120 per graduate credit hour. To learn more, visit advancementcourses.com/truth and use that code TRUTH20 to save 20% off each course. If you are a regular or a longtime Truth for Teachers listener, I would love for you to leave a review for the show on iTunes. That's the number one place that folks discover new podcasts. And the more ratings that a show has, the more likely it is for other teachers to find it and benefit from it too. If you're not sure how to leave a review, or maybe you're not listening to this through an Apple device, you can simply click the show notes for this episode and you'll find a direct link. So it's really fast and easy. Thank you so much for helping me to spread the word about Truth for Teachers. So talking about a teaching wardrobe may sound like a petty thing, but figuring out what to wear in the morning can be a big energy and time drain for you. I've been late on I don't know how many occasions because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to wear. And the root problem was always the same. I just didn't feel good in what it was that I had picked out. Sometimes I would plan outfits in advance or something. And then the morning of, I'd be like, I just don't feel like myself. I don't feel comfortable. This is just not what I want to wear today. And that's one more decision to make in your day, one more thing to complicate life. When you're teaching, the last thing you need to worry about is the fact that you feel like your shirt's too tight or you're tugging on your pants. It's just annoying. So if there's some ways that we can simplify getting dressed in the morning, simplify what's in your closet, I think it can make a big impact on the quality of your life. So that's what we're going to talk about here today. The secret to getting dressed quickly in the morning and feeling comfortable and confident all day is to have a closet that consists only of the things that make you feel like yourself. That's what I want to teach you how to do today. If you're wasting too much time trying to figure out what to wear in the mornings and putting outfits together, this episode will help you simplify without taking away your ability to be creative and express yourself through what you wear. And these tips will work for your teaching wardrobe, but will also apply to what you wear in your free time. This is basically the process that I have developed personally over the years. And I base it on what's already in my closet for two reasons. Obviously, it's more affordable to work with what you already have than starting from scratch. But also, noticing what's already in your closet that you really love will give you good insights as to what your informal teaching uniform might already be. You may not be able to name your favorite silhouette or your color palette offhand, but when you look around at the pieces that you love in your closet, the things that you wear over and over again, it becomes a lot easier to tell what you should keep and what you shouldn't, and what you should stop buying because you're never going to wear it. So let's start by talking about 3 steps to figuring out your signature style. First off, choose a color palette that you love and that's based on what's already in your closet. In warm weather, I don't really think about this very much because I tend to wear dresses, and that doesn't require any kind of color coordination. I pick a dress, I put on either black, brown, or metallic sandals, and I'm done. People always think that I look super put together when I have a dress on. There's just something about dresses that has that effect, even if the dress is really casual. But it's just the easiest and coolest thing to wear when it's hot outside. Layering, though, and wearing multiple pieces in cooler weather requires more thought. I find myself drawn to jewel tones in cooler weather. So deep, rich purple and burgundy, teal, forest green, mustard, that kind of thing. So starting about 10 years ago, just about everything that I buy for fall and winter will be in those tones, or else black or gray. And then when I'm getting dressed, I know that everything basically goes together because there's nothing with, red stripes or bright orange. Having one color palette that is sort of the core of your wardrobe will also make packing for trips easier. So all my cardigans coordinate with all my blouses, for example, because they're all in that jewel tone or neutral color palette. So I encourage you to notice the color family that you are most drawn to and try to ensure that the majority of things that you buy and the things that you keep in your closet coordinate with that. After you've chosen your color palette, the next thing you want to do is think about a handful of silhouettes that you love. And again, that's based on what's already in your closet. My favorite silhouette is either skinny pants or leggings and a loose flowing top. Or I'll wear an A-line dress that hits usually just above the knee. I feel most comfortable in those silhouettes. I feel most like myself when I'm wearing one of those two things. So as much as I love the look of wide leg pants or boyfriend jeans, I know myself. I'm going to pass them over every morning in favor of stretchy pants that I feel comfortable curling up in, or a flowing dress which doesn't restrict my movements. So it's not about what's in style or what you like theoretically, or even about flattering your body type, whatever that means. It's just about noticing what silhouettes, what styles of clothing that you tend to pull out of your closet every morning and which ones you never seem to wear, no matter how much you like them theoretically. The final step in figuring out your signature style is to choose a handful of shoe types that you love. And again, that's based on what's already in your closet. I will confess that I used to be a shoe addict. I wanted every shoe style and every color. I would scour Ross Dress for Less every single week in a quest for cute shoes. And as I got older, I realized that wearing cheap shoes had actually been creating back and knee pain for a long time, and I needed to start choosing quality over quantity. My days of standing on a hard tile floor in a classroom all day wearing $8.99 uncushioned sandals were over when I hit about age 26. I had no choice but to start being more intentional about what I bought. And I realized that there were only a handful of styles that I would wear in any given year. Currently, I'm into sneakers because I love athleisure. I like booties, I like flat sandals. Those are my three main types of footwear that I wear. I have a few other types of shoes for occasional use. I mean, I have a couple pairs of heels, which I don't usually wear, snow boots, rain boots, that sort of thing. But my daily rotation is sneakers, booties, flat sandals, period. I wear them mostly in black, so that way they go with every single thing in my wardrobe. When I pack for a trip, I really don't need more than 2 pairs of shoes. Seriously, I have a dressier pair and a more casual pair. They're both in black, and one of those two will work with everything that I've packed. I always think about shoes first when I'm choosing an outfit. So I'm just kind of thinking about what kind of footwear will I need in order to be comfortable and dressed appropriately for whatever weather I'm out in that day. And then I'll choose the rest of the outfit based on that. So I encourage you to think about which shoes you are most comfortable teaching in. Chances are there's just a couple pairs that you wear repeatedly. So remember that style when you're shopping. If a new pair of pants isn't going to look right with the shoes that keep your feet happy all day, you probably won't wear those pants very much and they're going to be a waste of money. So those are the 3 steps that I think can help you figure out your signature style, your color palette, your silhouette, and the shoe styles that you love. And if this feels limiting to you, remember that your pajamas, your workout clothes, your lounge wear, the stuff that you wear lounging around the house, those things don't have to fit this pattern. I wear wide-legged pajama pants. I buy sweats and nightgowns in every crazy color and pattern you can imagine. And since I spend, 8 to 10 hours a day, in loungewear around the house, I can get my color fix and my pattern fix and everything then. When you know your palette, your silhouette, and your shoe type, shopping will become a lot easier. So if I see a red shift dress, I know it's adorable, but when it's time for me to put something on in the morning, I know I'm going to pick an A-line dress because I can move more freely. I don't like to be constricted like through the hips and legs. I'm going to want something also in my jewel tone palette because that's what I feel best in. That's what usually fits my mood, and all my accessories are designed to match that. I will never get my money's worth from a gorgeous red shift dress. So I can just admire it and move on. So now let's talk about how to clean out your closet so that what's left is mostly items in your signature style. I've talked a lot about how to use these guidelines when you're buying new stuff, But chances are, if you're listening to this episode, you enjoy shopping. You enjoy experimenting with different looks. That's part of why it's so time consuming for you to get dressed in the morning for school. But thinking about your color palette, silhouette, and preferred shoe type is important when it comes to cleaning out what you already have. I know that you probably don't want to hear this, but cleaning out your closet is imperative if you want getting dressed to be fast and easy for you in the mornings. The more choices that you have, the harder it is to make a decision. And the more meh clothes you have, the harder it is to see the things that you really love. Getting rid of clothes is tough for me, and I found that I have to be in the right mood. I know that mood when I feel it. 90% of the time, I look at my closet and I think, I like most of the stuff. It's okay. It's good. I don't want to get rid of it. But when that mood hits, I'm suddenly feeling ruthless. I'm like, why am I looking at this sweater right now, knowing I'm never going to wear it again? It started ripping at the shoulder seam. I'm never wearing it. Get rid of it, Angela. And when I'm in that mood, I just seize the moment and I look for other things that I can toss out. So if you struggle with getting rid of things, try to do it when you are not in a sentimental mood. That fed up with clutter energy will come to you eventually, and you'll be a lot more efficient and effective if you clean when you're in that mental state instead of when you're in a mood to hang on to everything. When it is the right time, clean out your closet and get rid of the things that either don't fit you or that you don't really love. Marie Kondo is really, I think I'm saying her name right. Sorry if I'm not. She's really trending right now because she's got that show on Netflix. I read her book a couple years ago, and I really liked it. I liked the part that I read. I got halfway through it, got really excited, cleaned out my closet, and never finished reading it. It's called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. I think it's really good for cleaning out clothes. I don't know that thinking about what sparks joy is useful for me when it comes to paperwork and, kitchen stuff. I don't know. But for clothes, it really, really is effective. So I started using that method, and it's the only system I use now for cleaning out my clothes. I'll take everything out of a drawer and pile it on the floor. And I'll look at each thing and ask, does this bring me joy? And I know that sounds woo-woo, but it's a lot more effective than asking if I might ever wear it, because that's what I used to do. Will I ever wear this? Yeah, maybe I would. And then I'll keep everything. So I would see a ratty t-shirt with a stain and be like, oh yeah, I might wear that to sleep in. Or yeah, I might do that for yard work. If we ever paint the house, I might wear it. But does it bring me joy? No, that's the question that I needed to ask myself in order to be able to toss things out. So I got rid of more clothes than ever before when I started using that method. And the best part is that now when I open my drawers, I see only the things that I really love. Because the truth is that when it's time to go to bed, I don't want to wear a ratty stained t-shirt. I want to wear something soft and pretty and comfortable. So that old ugly t-shirt never gets chosen. And that means it's time to get rid of it. So I would encourage you to use this joy factor when cleaning out your closet. And when you get stuck, think about your color palette and think about your silhouette. You might find that the occasional thing that doesn't fit your norm, but truly does bring you joy, it's just a unique piece or a great memory from a time that you wore it and it still looks and fits you really well, then it can stay. But most of the things that bring you joy are going to be things that are in good condition and that you feel comfortable in, that you feel like yourself in. That's why you wear those things over and over again. And most of those things are going to be in your signature style. If you don't feel like yourself in something, it should go. And for you, if you don't like the whole, spark joy thing, think about it that way. Do you feel like yourself? Do you feel great about yourself? Do you feel comfortable? Does it feel like you? Sometimes that's a fit issue. So if you look at something in your closet and you always think, nah, I'm going to be tugging that up all day long, or I'm going to be always pulling that down, I'm going to be adjusting this piece all day, then get it out of your closet, especially when you're teaching. You don't need to be worrying about a blouse that keeps slipping, or a pair of pants that you have to keep hiking up every time you sit down. Doesn't matter how cute it is. Doesn't matter how much money you spent on it. You will never wear it because it's not comfortable. So part ways with it. So let's move now into talking about how to buy clothes that you'll actually wear. The goal here is to only wear clothes that make you feel like you, and to keep that goal in mind while you're shopping. I have gotten so good at this now, and I'm so true to my signature style that my mom and my friends that I shop with know what my look is intuitively. They'll pick something up off the rack and be like, that looks like an Angela dress. And I'm like, yep, that is me. Get you some friends like this because these ladies know me. When I try the piece on, I just instantly feel like myself or like my best self. That's something that I know I'm going to wear over and over again. So it truly deserves a place in my closet. I will get my money's worth from that. So a couple tips to help you when you're shopping. Don't buy things just because they're different from anything else that you own. I used to look at store racks and I would think, oh, I don't have anything in pale yellow. I should get the shirt in that color. Well, the reason that I don't have anything in pale yellow is because it doesn't look great on me. And I don't love that color. And it doesn't go with the rest of my wardrobe. And I've done this same thing with different styles of clothing. Like I love the look of blazers and I love the look of denim jackets. I think they look fabulous on other women. But when it's time to get dressed, I will always pick a soft, cozy sweater instead. So why even buy the blazer? Every blazer I've ever bought just hangs in my closet. I wear it maybe one day a year. And that's only if I feel like I have to. I'm going to go with a sweater. So I don't buy blazers anymore and I don't buy denim jackets anymore. Buying something just because it's in style, it looks good on someone else, or it's unique, it's interesting, it's different, probably means you will never wear it enough to get your money's worth. Stepping out of your comfort zone is a good thing, but not necessarily when you're shopping for things that go on your body. Wear what you actually love. Wear what goes with what's already in your closet. And don't buy things just because it's different from everything else. Another rule that I have for myself when shopping is to only buy pieces if I want to put them on right now. If you're not excited about it in the store when it's brand new and still has the tags on, you're going to be even less enthusiastic about it when it's not new. So don't bring things home unless you are crazy about them. There's so many options available now, especially online, that there's no reason to ever settle for things that you don't really love or that don't really fit you well. And the third tip for shopping, this is my third rule that I use for myself, is to only buy things if I can envision them paired with at least 3 other things in my closet. If something's only going to look good with one particular pair of shoes, for example, then it's probably going to be too limiting. And that means it's going to require a lot of thought when getting dressed. I want new purchases to be as versatile as possible. They should just blend with everything else that I have and fit right in with my existing clothes. Once your closet is full of only things that you feel confident and comfortable in, getting dressed in the morning is simple. You've got a color palette, so basically everything coordinates and picking out your accessories and layers is easy. You've picked a silhouette. So all your tops are fitted or loose or whatever it is that you like, whatever you feel looks best with the style of pants you're likely wearing. Now, if you really want to be radical, you can create a capsule wardrobe or go super minimalist. There's a couple different ways to do this. One is to limit the number of pieces that are in your closet for each season. So for example, you may pick 30 things that you're going to wear in the fall, and everything else for fall is either donated or it's stored away. When you open up your closet, you see 30 things. And you can change out those 30 pieces every season. Some people will change once a month. I do something kind of similar to this, but I have more pieces than that. I just put these pieces in the front rack of my closet, and I typically pick from them every single day. And I'll switch them out seasonally. The other clothes are still available in my closet, but I have this one rack that's sort of like my go-to rack with things that I know I'm going to wear over and over during that season. And I don't have to open up my closet door and consider everything. I just consider what's on that rack. And if something on that rack isn't exactly what I need, then I can go to the rest of my closet. Some teachers I know create an actual uniform for themselves when they're at work. Some of them will wear the same uniform as their students. So, if your school has a uniform of khakis and a polo shirt, the teacher will wear that too. Personally, I would get bored by that, but it really does simplify things. And it sends like a really nice, cohesive classroom community message to students too. So I think it's a cool idea. Other teachers that I know design a uniform of sorts for themselves. So they own, say, 3 to 4 pairs of black pants. They own the same type of shirt in just a bunch of different colors. And then they rotate through them every week. And you can always make this more interesting with jewelry or scarves or something if you want. Another way to go more minimalist or capsule wardrobe is to pick a super limited color palette. That takes a lot of the decision making out, both when you're shopping and when you're trying to get dressed. I heard Christina Costa of Teach Like a Girl talking about this whole concept one time. On Instagram, she was saying that she only wears white, black, gray, and denim. And that's not just to teach in. Those are literally the only colors she buys or wears. And what's really cool is that I see what she's wearing almost daily because of her Instagram stories. And until she announced that she has this approach to her wardrobe, this really minimalist, limited palette, I had no idea. I had never noticed she was wearing the same handful of colors over and over again. She just always looked cute and put together and effortless. And that's her secret to it. Just buying that limited color palette. So you can check her out if you're on Instagram. It's Teach Like a Girl. It's Christina Costa. So I hope these tips have been helpful for you in developing your signature style and simplifying the process of figuring out what to wear every day. I'm going to give you 2 takeaway truths for the week ahead because I think they're both really important. The first one is from Amy Fine Collins, who said, opening up your closet should be like arriving at a really good party where everyone you see is someone you like. And the other takeaway truth is from Audrey Hepburn. She said, everyone has their own style. When you found it, you should stick to it. I think you can have as much fun or as little fun with your outfits and shopping as you'd like, but always think about your signature style. Not what looks good on the model, not what looks good on a friend, not what you saw in a magazine or what all the other teachers in your school wear or what all the other moms in your neighborhood wear. What feels like you? What do you really love and feel good in? Find your style and stick to it instead of chasing trends or trying to change your body or attempting to fit in with other people. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it.